want to talk about before we get the Georgia game really quickly. I don't expect it to be a close game, but don't be shocked if in the fourth quarter, Florida Tennessee is not sneaky close. I don't expect it to be close, but don't be shocked if it is in the fourth quarter. If you look at it, I think they are a touchdown favorite right now, ish, something like that.
6.5. Yep.
Tennessee's offense hasn't. Well, I'm sorry. First week they looked pretty good against Virginia. Last week they were winning 13-6 at halftime against Austin Peay. That's not fantastic.
Right.
I hate giving Florida compliments, and I'll never do it.
Governors.
I'll never do it. But Florida's defense isn't horrible. And I mean, if Austin Peay can hold you to 13.5, what can Florida do in the swamp? You know when the last time Tennessee won in the swamp was?
Probably when Peyton Manning was there.
Almost. It was exactly 20 years ago in 2003.
2003. Okay.
And since that, and including 2003, Tennessee has beaten Florida 4 times.
Yeah.
That is it.
I think that Florida's won the last, how many times they played?
Tennessee won last year, but before that, I think it was probably 4 or 5 years in a row at least. Yeah. So it's a very different situation this year because I think Tennessee is a much, much better football team than Florida. Kind of like how it was last year.
Sure.
I definitely think that Joe Milton is a step from what I've seen so far. I'm not trying to trash anybody. From what I've seen so far, Joe Milton does not have that cannon that he's been advertised to have, and when he does have it, it's not super accurate. And I know that was kind of a knock on him last year, but I don't see any improvement between the Joe Milton I saw last year and the one I see this year. I've actually seen maybe possibly a little bit of regression.
They say that he can throw the ball out the stadium. Oh, that's great.
I've seen it.
If you can throw the ball out of the stadium and not hit the side of the, you can't throw it in the Tennessee River, then it doesn't matter how far you can throw the ball. I'd rather have somebody who could throw, just like Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm's thing was he couldn't throw the ball more than about 50 yards, 55 yards the most. Yeah. But you know what? I'd take that because Jake Fromm was thinking accurate, accurate. 78 touchdowns and 14 interceptions his entire career at Georgia?
Something like that.
I mean, Moore had better touchdown to interception ratio than Matt Stafford, who was the first pick in the draft. I'd rather have somebody like that than somebody who can throw the ball, a million miles an hour and, across the country and not hit anything. So I don't really care how strong his arm is. There's a reason why he didn't start at Michigan, and there's a reason why he didn't start when Hendon Hooker was there. And so, but I think you're right. I think Tennessee's going to take care of Florida. I don't think it's going to be close. I really don't. I think that's a heated rivalry. That's a hated and heated rivalry. And even though Tennessee won last year, there's still people who remember all those years where Tennessee was getting their brains beat in, and I don't think they're going to forget that. And, I really hope they both can lose, but I don't think it happens. So
to be clear, as of now, I am not predicting Tennessee to lose that game. But again, I would not be shocked if it's close going into the fourth quarter.
No. So next, what you got? We got about 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I was going to get into the